Listen carefully everyone, Sakamoto Days will be taking over the place for top shonen for the next few years. How about One Piece? Okay, sorry, excluding One Piece and only including the newer series, Sakamoto Days is doing something so incredible, it's hard to even put it into words. Sakamoto Days offers a delightful blend of action, comedy, and character-driven storytelling that appeals to a wide range of manga readers. Whether you're a fan of the action genre or simply enjoy well-crafted narratives with compelling characters, Sakamoto Days is definitely worth checking out. Let me break this down for you. So picture this, a hitman so incredible at his job that he was feared by all, considered the greatest of all time. He made killing so effortless, slicing heads looked like cutting butter. But everything changed when he came across his biggest challenge yet: love. He retired, got married, had a baby, and worst of all, got fat. Aw, but look at this cute little family. Now, instead of kicking butt, he spends his days not only working at a convenience store with his wife, but helps around his neighborhood with any issues they have, like protecting the law and eating his favorite cup of ramen. And this man's name was Taro Sakamoto. Wait, so Professor, you want us to read a story about a retired fat hitman who does nothing but loafed around all day? Hold on, I'm getting there. As he's enjoying his day-to-day regular old life, his old co-worker Shin the Clairvoyant suddenly arrives at the store. Shin tells Sakamoto to come back to the world of Hitman and that what he's currently doing is nothing but a waste of his skills. Sakamoto kindly refuses as he shows Shin his new current self. Shin returns the next day with orders to kill Mr. Sakamoto. Shin pulls out his pistol like blam, and Sakamoto goes poof and deflects the bullet with a cough drop. They begin to brawl in the convenience store for a bit until Sakamoto finishes him off with ease. When Shin wakes up, he's welcomed with a warm and delicious meal. He's skeptical at first, maybe thinking this food is poison, but instead realizes what's going on. Sakamoto left the Hitman world because there's more beautiful things in life instead of just going around killing and worrying about when you're going to be killed. After leaving Sakamoto's place, he returns back to the men that hired him to kill Sakamoto. They're obviously upset that Shin couldn't finish the job, but Shin bows his head hoping they'd leave Mr. Sakamoto alone. But once in the world of killing, always in the world of killing. So instead, Shin decides to duke it out with these thugs. And right before it was all over, none other than the GOAT Taro Sakamoto joins in, as he goes around literally one-punching these guys to sleep. Not only that, but it's clear that even though he's been chilling for the past 5 years since he's retired, he is still the legendary Taro Sakamoto. Shin is confused how Sakamoto knew where to find him, but he checks his tool and finds a bug from when the time they fought. So Sakamoto had to check the old vault of tools before pulling up to help. From that day forward, Shin made a decision. Was he expecting the results that came with this decision? No, but so be it. From this day forward is how Sakamoto was slowly dragged back into his old life of the legendary hitman he once was. Wasn't this a great first chapter, class? How are you guys sleeping? Sorry, Professor, we're just confused how this will be the next best thing to come out of Shonen Jump. So the first chapter wasn't enough for your TikTok brains, eh? Alright, let me give you some light spoilers why this series will be so great and what to expect from it. First off, an engaging cast of colorful characters. The characters in Sakamoto Days are well developed and relatable, each with their own quirks and motivations. From Sakamoto himself with his desires of a peaceful life, to the various villains and allies he encounters, every character adds depth to the story. And I mean every character. There's a group of deadly assassins called the Order, and they basically regulate when friction within the killing world is deemed problematic by the Association. They are the current best assassins walking the earth. And obviously Taro Sakamoto himself used to be a former member. But these guys each have their own unique skills and abilities. Each member of the Order possess exceptional combat skills as well as distinct character designs, from their clothing to their weaponry. Each member has a distinct look that adds to their unique design. They also had the best fights within the manga, and I feel like this is very much agreed upon within the community since they're all so sick and dripping with aura. My favorite character from the Order is Nagumo, just in case anyone was wondering. The presence of the Order drives much of the plot in Sakamoto Days. Their actions and goals shape the events of the series, creating tension and conflict that keeps readers engaged and invested in the story. And that's only 6 members. I didn't even talk about the antagonists of the story, the other members of the killing world, the friends and foes Sakamoto meets along the way. These guys are all pretty hard-boiled if you ask me. And don't even get me started on the main cast. Shin and Sakamoto alone are a pretty tough duo, but once you add the other two, oh man, it gets spicy. Next, the blend of action, comedy, and dynamic artwork is unmatched. Personally, I've always loved anime more than manga because sometimes I find it difficult to enjoy certain mangaka's artwork. Even if a manhwa is highly praised, I have difficulty reading due to its art, which makes sense why some of my favorite mangas are Vagabond, My Hero, and Chainsaw Man. But the way this author draws dynamic art within his action series is just a new tier of beauty. I find myself laughing and cracking smiles while reading this manga more times than I can count. Since Shin is a clairvoyant, he can read everyone's mind, including Sakamoto's, which creates very funny and humorous moments. Whether it's them fighting in a convenience store, duking it out on a roller coaster, or fighting on a plane, the author puts serious effort into drawing action scenes that feel like you're on a coaster yourself. And these are just the first couple of chapters. We're 160 chapters in, and the artwork keeps getting better. Action scenes are the heart of any action manga. He draws readers in, keeping them engaged and excited for what will happen next. Dynamic artwork enhances the engagement by effectively conveying the intensity and energy of the action scene. In a manga like Sakamoto Days, where action plays a significant role, dynamic artwork is essential for effective storytelling too. It allows the artist to depict fast-paced fights, intricate choreography, and adrenaline-pumping moments in a visually compelling manner. This helps convey the emotions, stakes, and progression of the story more effectively than static or mundane artwork would. Action sequences are not just about showcasing fights, but also about revealing aspects of characters' personalities, abilities, and growth. Dynamic artwork can emphasize the unique fighting style of characters, their strength, weaknesses, and how they adapt to certain situations. This helps in fleshing out characters and making them more relatable and memorable to readers, which is something this author does to the T. I cannot tell you how many times I've been watching Sakamoto on my screen, or Shin, or whomever, and just the way he draws the story makes them come to life. Finally, a fast-paced storytelling and intriguing plot. At its core, Sakamoto Days offers a fresh and intriguing concept. It follows the story of Taro Sakamoto, a retired legendary hitman who now leads a peaceful life running a convenience store. The premise alone sets up the stage for a story filled with unexpected twists, humorous situations, and thrilling action sequences. Taro Sakamoto can't just run away from his dark past, and because of this, he encounters many different foes who attempt to cause harm towards the people he loves. Not only that, but someone has put a bounty of 1 billion yen to kill Taro Sakamoto, so he slowly transitions back into the world of killing, but with a twist. Sakamoto has a no-killing rule. While dating his wife, she taught him the importance of how precious life is, and that everyone has someone that matters to them. So, to atone for the mass killing he's done in the past, he'll devote his skills to helping people instead. But don't just think because Taro Sakamoto doesn't kill, other people within the story won't. The pacing of Sakamoto Days is fast-paced, ensuring that there's never a dull moment. The story moves swiftly from one exciting encounter to the next, keeping readers engaged and eager to see what happens next. Every chapter, volume, arc, saga is filled with action-packed storytelling and plot twists that genuinely have me craving more of the manga. While Sakamoto Days is primarily an action manga, it also incorporates elements of comedy and heartwarming moments. The balance between intense action scenes, light-hearted humor adds depth to the story, making it an enjoyable read for a wide range of audience. Don't be surprised if your 8-year-old brother starts picking up the manga tomorrow and loves the series too. Look, it's not too late to pick up the manga and start reading before it gets announced for an adaptation. I'm telling you right now, this series is going to do numbers once it comes out. Bigger than Tokyo Revengers and Blue Lock when they were first airing. Teacher, I think you're overestimating this series. Don't worry, little Timmy, just wait and see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to press the like button and subscribe for more content like this. I will make more Sakamoto Days content as I am fully caught up to the manga and eager to talk more about the actual content within the manga. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.